you want to become a randonaut? Well, a randonaut is a person who explores not only the application itself, but just trying to have experiences in randomness in our everyday reality as a whole. The exploration into randomness that we're talking about can be carried out in a couple different ways. The two primary ways that we're going to be interacting with our environment is through what they call blind spots and mind-matter interactions. A blind spot is a place in the real world that I would never normally be able to encounter through any means of my own steam or energy or effort. Through the casual chain of my experiences, I just would not ever happen to go there because as a human, I tend to live a structured, pattern-filled life, and every day I experience things based on my social, economic, and geographic guidance system that's made up in my internal mental state to explore a different path, alternate paths, which bring us to alternate realities and exploring and discovering more about the Doctor's deep fascination with this Mandela effect. Now, when navigating the world out there, the determinism that I'm talking about is the different choices and decisions that we're making. It can be very hard for us to break out of our usual patterns. But using this Randonautica, which is called the Fathom bot, we can generate a truly set of random coordinates for us to go and explore. Now that in and of itself is what is supposedly helping us to break out of our normal everyday patterns, which, people have termed breaking the matrix or, changing your destiny or whatever. And that's fine, because if my destiny is just to live and die in some mundane existence, that's exactly what I wish to do with my life. I want to break out of that crap while I still have time to do so. I'm still here able to physically make those choices and changes. But using this bot, it does generate a random location in an attempt to find what they call or have termed blind spots, which, if you think of life like a video game, the blind spots could be defined as those areas which lie just outside of the normal map. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever played a game and you glitched outside of the map, that's basically what Randonautica is saying it's allowing you to do with your own life, is to glitch outside of your normal map and your routine that you would have been in. You're going to end up in a place you wouldn't have gone normally, which can be dangerous. It can certainly be off-putting and make you feel a sense of anxiety and stress in those situations. Believe me, I know I've played this game enough already. Be careful when generating these potential blind spots for yourself, folks, because there's no telling what can happen. And you literally can feel that infinite potential. But that is what I wish more than anything, and I will risk life and limb to get back in touch with that. Because I feel like I have lost my infinite potential, and I wish to regain it. I'm not going to let life pass me by. In order to get the blind spot, you have to send them your location. You have to tell them where you're at. Now, the other one that I was mentioning before was also called a mind-matter interaction. Now, you may have heard of this one, and you may have heard me discuss it at some length. The mind-matter interaction encompasses the other side of randonautic. This would be the idea that the human mind itself can actually have a statistically significant impact on the output of the quantumly generated random number coordinates that were given. Okay, so this Randonautica Fathom bot is generating for us what is called an attention-driven anomaly. They've shortened that to IDAs, attention-driven anomaly. Basically, an intention-driven anomaly are coordinates or locations that are calculated based on the quantum random number generator, and which are often explored through the use of whatever our intention was when we click the search button. So what this potentially means for us is that our mind can have some influence on the location and the experience we'll have, subsequently generated by what this bot is telling us when it's giving us the random coordinates, because it's pulling it out of thin air. It's pulling it out of the quantum realm, and so therefore we're actually, as people say, manifesting whatever our intention is. There are different types of intention-driven anomalies. The most polar opposite, are the attractors, and then there's also the voids. The attractors are clusters of random points, and voids are the opposite. They are the negation of those random point cluster. Essentially, they are nothingness, points of nothingness, right? So that's why people are generally saying attractors, you have more positive or more strong experiences, but voids, you may have very subtle but very negative experiences. So we'll see the difference in that as we go along. Like I said, this is us playing our own choose your own adventure game. Hey guys, haven't even logged into the app yet, and the strangeness has already begun. My phone, for some reason or another, as soon as I open the app, has been flickering uncontrollably. I restarted the phone, and now as soon as I click on Randonautica, it's kind of doing the same thing again. Then I get a random phone call out of nowhere from a number, and no one says anything on the other end. Now, I've literally done nothing, not even sign up, but I guess as far as whether or not to put my real name or an alias on the app, they've actually answered that question for me, wouldn't you say? We're going to call this number right now and put it on speakerphone, just because, like I said, you guys are involved in every step of the process on the way through. They hung up. I'm going to bug the crap out of them now. It's ringing.
Thank you for calling computer support. My name is Alex. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, what business is this?
This is Alex from computer support. You're not going to be required to pay money for the computer software and about this.
Is there a reason why you guys might have just called me? I was just calling you back.
Yes.
Why did y'all call me?
Also, the service which you have taken has gone expired, so that's why we are calling you to ask you whether you want to continue these services or you want to cancel it. If you wish to continue, then you need to pay $399.99 per month.
For my vehicle, you said?
No, for your computer services.
Oh, for the computer services. What computer services exactly are we talking about here? Just internet access or what?
No, it was a firewall security and a big agreement for the computer.
Oh, I need security on my computer?
Yeah.
It's too easy to access, isn't it? And they hung up. People know about Randonautica. Be very careful when using this app. They have made sure to make it very explicit in their bylaws they're not taking any responsibility for things. That's a fine example of somebody sitting somewhere who, as soon as I turned the app on, was able to access my phone, get my number, and call me. This is not good, my friends. This is not good at all. And I'm not depicting them or trying to depict them in any bad light at all. I enjoy the app. I think it's pretty awesome what it does for the world. But like I say, you know, it's okay to be paranoid if they are out to get you, because something's going on. And whoever that foreigner was that was trying to sell me internet security services for $399 was surely letting me know that my phone is not that secure. But it's okay, because I have a plan. It may not be secure right now because it's a brand new phone, but it will be. And I don't need to pay him to make it that way. But just a little update there, guys. That was mighty odd to be starting our Randonaut journey.
Safe Haven. Select an inner room on an upstairs floor with the least number of windows and doors. Choose a large room with access to a bathroom and a telephone. Avoid using rooms with window air conditioners, as these are more difficult to seal. Again, remain calm and wait for further instructions from authorities.